Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and today I'll be unboxing Pokemon XY, the Mega Pokemon figures of the first series. So I got a 3DS XL as a gift recently, and I've been playing Pokemon Y on it for a long time, and I'm like really hooked into that game. It's really fun, and I can't wait for the re-release of Ruby and Sapphire to come out. And so I decided to pick up some of the Mega Pokemon figures. I really like the way they look. I like how they could evolve like Digimon and then go back to their regular evolution. So I got the first four Mega Pokemons of the first series. We have Mega Venusaur, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Mega Blastoise. I got these at Toys R Us, and I believe they're about $10 each. So the layout of the box is pretty much the same for all of them. You've got the XY logo right there, and all the different languages this Pokemon is in, and the back showing you all the other Pokemon you could get in the series, and the Pokemon Kalos region Pokédex. So I'm going to open them all up, and let's do a quick review of each of them. So each figure comes with their own special tag and this really cool poster and checklist. So you open it up. It has a checklist of all the Pokemon figures you can collect. So this is about 2 inches figures, 2-inch figures. And the checklist you could check off if you already have them. And much of the larger ones, this is for the 3 to 4 inches over here. And if you flip this over, it's a really cool poster of all the figurines. So you can hang that up on your room. Alright, so let's go over each Pokemon figure. First up, Mega Venusaur. Here is his tag, which you could use for the Pokédex, the Kalos region Pokédex. This is the Venusaurite, which is the evolution stone that you would have Venusaur hold. And on the other side shows you its type. This is grass type and poison type. And they're also listed in different languages as well. And here is Mega Venusaur, and this guy looks really cool. I love the colors. Nice bright and bold solid colors, and he stands about 2 inches tall. So for its mega evolution, there's a little bit of added detail. He's got this flower in here, he's got these vines, a little bit more leaves coming out of his back as well. He still has this flower back there too. Really cool, really solid and kind of heavy as well. Not much articulation, just the legs go back and forward. The back leg too kind of kicks back pretty far, so that's really neat. But other than that, it's just like pretty much there for display or for whatever whatever games you like to play with it. But when I was a kid, I had like tons of these, and I would always play with them and stuff. So I'm really happy about the new release of the older generation of Pokemon in the Pokemon XY series. So yeah, this is Mega Venusaur, one of my favorite Pokemons, by the way. Next up, we have Mega Charizard X, and I think this is one of my favorite looking Mega Pokemon so far. And here is his tag. This is the Charizard X, the Mega Evolution Stone, and he is a Fire type and a Dragon type. And here is the figure. He stands about 2.5 inches tall, and I really love the color on this guy. It's like a black and blue dragon, or rather a dark gray and blue dragon. I like this the most because he looks the most different from the original Charizard. So all the other ones, they kind of look like the same, but this one is most different because of the color and how the flames are coming out of his mouth and all that. It looks really cool. I like the flames coming out of his mouth. Really nice. Got some nice red eyes. These blue tips on the top of his horn. He's got these like crests coming out of his shoulders. Oh, these spikes coming out. His wings a little bit more jagged. And he's got a blue flame on his tail. So for articulation, his arms just moves up and down. And his feet move back and forward. And I like how they just added that little bit of detail on the bottom of his foot, like on the padding of his foot. Looks really nice. And yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite ones out of the series so far. He looks really cool. I like how different he looks. Moving on to Mega Charizard Y. So here is the Charizard Y, the evolution stone. And he is a flying type and a fire type. And this guy, still, he looks pretty cool. He looks a little bit more sharper than the original Charizard. He's got more spikes coming out of his head. His wings are more jagged, like they've been ripped or torn. And he's got these wings at the coming out of his hand. And yeah, he looks really cool. He's got this spike in the back of his tail. Articulation again, he is just his arms and his legs. And he stands about the same height as the Mega Charizard X. The only thing I don't really like about this one is that the plastic or the material it's made out of is very, very bendable. So I feel like it's gonna break if you like play with it too hard or anything like that. Same goes for the wings, very, very bendy. And I wouldn't advise you to leave this out in the sun or in heat because I feel like it's gonna melt or something. But yeah, it's probably the only thing I didn't really like about this figure is that the plastic or the material feels way too bendy. Especially if you're gonna have like a younger child play with this and they're like playing too rough, it might break easily. But still, really cool looking figure. And his head does not rotate. Unfortunately, it looks like it articulates, but it doesn't, it just stays there. And he has blue eyes instead of red eyes compared to that one. So that's like the opposite. But still, a really cool looking figure. Last but not least, we have Mega Blastoise. Here is his tag, the Blastonite. And he is water type. This guy is the tallest out of all of them. So 2 inches, 2.5 inches. This guy is almost 3 inches. He's about 2 3/4. So he's the tallest out of all of them. He's pretty heavy, kind of like the Venusaur figure. And for its Mega Evolution, instead of having 2 cannons coming out, it's got this one giant cannon coming in the back, and these 2 cannons on his forearms right here. And he's got also shells on his forearms too. That's pretty cool. And for articulation, his arms does move up and down, and his legs move back and forward, but not by much. So he feels like he's made out of the same material as Venusaur, and I really like Blastoise. He looks really, really cool. So that's about it for my unboxing of Pokemon XY, the Mega Pokemon figures of series number 1. And I do plan on getting more to collect them because I really love Pokemon, and of course I love collecting toys, and I would like to get the ones that come in the 3 or 4 packs. Also, let me know if you'd like to see more unboxings of Pokemon toys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to favorite and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with more. See you soon.